So this video is initiated by a couple of friends who are actually team members of a business. So it's a small business and they were feeling frustration with the leadership. So the important leadership piece that I feel that helps with this is to create a rhythm around catching up with team members and making a space that's planned that allows for them to voice queries about pay, about career development, and things like that. So almost to the point where quarterly, once you're regularly catching up in this rhythm, you're like, oh, I don't need a quarterly. But what I find is keeping to that quarterly rhythm just allows for enough time for people to start to make impact on goals and to see progress, but also it's not too long. You can deal with live issues, and that resolved in removing these putting fires out, random encounters where a team member would grab us. It is important, I feel, to have your weekly accountability meetings for roles, which then creates a rhythm for checking in and what did we do well, where do we improve, that sort of thing. So we have a weekly sales meeting, we have a weekly production meeting. This allows for like regular accountability within the team. However, there needs to be a space for people to voice things like, oh, is there a pay review coming? What have I got? And actually, what I found is by having this quarterly structure, the other thing that went hand in hand with that is to kind of go, okay, where is everyone at from a pay point of view? What's the business budget for the year? And what is that person's progression? Like, where can their pay go from here to the next point? So by having that structured meeting, then it can be like, okay, well, this year I believe that you can grow from 40 an hour to 43 an hour or whatever that might be. And if you can do this, this, and this, then we will see that that's your goals and then you will get that pay increase. So what happens is you come into the meeting already a year with a structured progress process, and then you can kind of track performance to that. And what it does, it allows you to align the goals of the individual staff member with the goals of the business. So what happened for us was, as soon as we started doing this process, one, we got to really, as a leader, I got to have time with the team member to understand where they're at. There was things that I might not have known about in their personal life. Known that I might have lost that person if I hadn't had that quarterly connection. And the thing for the team as well was that they didn't then need to grab me randomly and talk about pay, because they knew when that conversation was going to happen. They knew what their goals are. They know where they're going within the business. They're able to voice, any major challenges or concerns. And so now the team feel much more settled. They know they got a place to voice things, and there's not the putting out fires like there used to be. So if I would really highly recommend for any small business with a team, especially if it's a growing team, is to create a quarterly catch up process with the team. And in that, think about proactively uh, the team's growth, performance, and how you can create win-win aligned goals between the team and the business. And that way, it's healthy and it's sustainable. Phew. Takes a while to record these videos, so give us a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. If you really have a topic you want me to talk about from experience, just let me know in the comments.